A big factor when it comes to landscape photography is the weather. We've got a reasonable day the first day, and then the forecast is cloud, lots of wind for the next couple of days, and rain. So I don't know how many mornings are actually going to be particularly good. It's another early morning, and I've come out to Wyadup, down the end of Wyadup Road. Weather conditions are challenging. It's been raining all night. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning at the moment, and the rain has just started to ease. Wind has died down from overnight as well, so that's good, but the forecast is that it's going to be really wet and miserable today. But there was a break in the weather, so when I got up this morning I thought, why not? So I've come out to Wyadup just to check out the area and see whether we can get an image. This drizzle will be a challenge with the lens. We're not going to get a sunrise. The sun rises from the right hand side, so that'll be from that direction, and that's pretty much where all of the weather is coming from. So there's no chance of that, but I'll give you a look of the view here. Very nice. So I'm coming down here to see whether there's a spot where the waves or the water is coming through the rocks that might provide a nice composition. I reckon the rain or the drizzle has actually eased off just in the last couple of minutes. I'm going to put you away now because there's some people behind me that are coming down, and I'm not particularly comfortable in videoing in front of people. It's something I need to work on. Right, so I've been just exploring over the last 10 or 20 minutes over these rocks here, and found this really good location right down there. Might be able to pick it up, and the waves come in, pushes the water through that canal, and just over those rocks. So I'm thinking if I can get my camera gear and somehow get down to the bottom there, it'll make for a really good image as that water bursts through those rocks down onto the, bursts through the rocks onto the water. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Pretty rough down there, so I'm going to have to be careful. But looks good. Looks exciting. So I've just had another look at the forecast, and rain is definitely on the way. I've only got probably about 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm under a bit of pressure to get down to this spot. But hopefully the rain will just stay away for that little bit longer. We have the opportunity of getting this shot. It's beautiful down there. going to use a plastic bag and the lens cap to try and protect the front of the lens from the spray from the seawater, and also the drizzle, the mist, the rain that is falling. It's very, very light, but it's fairly constant. So I need to keep that off the lens, as I probably need to keep it off the lens of the GoPro as well. Apologies for that. What's difficult is I try and get my camera set up with the light and everything before the water comes through, but then as the water comes through, there's so much foam, and that adds white to the image and lightens up the photo. And I probably need to go underexpose my image before the water comes, and then as the water comes, it will naturally lighten the image up. So I'm just experimenting at the moment. So the trick here is to wait for the right amount of water to come through. You want a certain amount of water so that it'll actually show up on the image, but you don't want too much. Too much water coming through there covers too much of the rock, and it adds too much foam in the foreground, and it's just white. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just waiting for the water to come through. I let the water trickle off the rock in the background there. I wait for enough of the rock to be exposed to give me some contrast. The rock and the water, that's the contrast. That's what we're going for in this image. And then if the timing is right, depending on the cycle of the waves, the foam in the foreground may have reduced. So these are fairly difficult conditions, but I will show you what my settings are. My shutter speed is 1.6, my f-stop is 22, and I'm on iOS 100. I could actually try slightly lower iOS. So I'm just going to wait for the next shot. Take the bag off. Here comes the water. You can see it there. There's my shot there. Slightly overexposed, so I'm going to bring that down just one. So now the f-stop is 1.3. I'll just take a shot there so you can see. Here comes the water. And then if I show that, hopefully you can see that. But that's the sort of shot that I'm looking at. Okay, so I've got my shot, so I'm pretty happy with it. Just check the radar, the rain is coming through. I can see it at the end there, it's coming through. So I'm going to pack my gear up and I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting more. And if you've got any feedback, then please leave a comment down in the comments area.